What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are finally working on the Corvette. I just broke her out of storage and we're already going to be doing some mods to her. We're doing the ZR1 front lip and side skirts to it. I cannot wait to see how she looks. And I did end up going with EOS Extreme Online Store. I'm very happy with the rear wing that I already have from them. The ZR1 style rear wing fits perfectly, so I figured I might as well go with the front lip and side skirts as well. Now these are unpainted, but I will be painting them in the future. I just want to get them on the car, get them fitted, make sure they fit properly, and then we'll take them off in a future video and paint them. I'm going to repaint the rear wing as well because it does have a few surface scratches that are bothering me, but we are going to go with gloss black because I think it'll look really good against the matte white. We'll start off with unboxing the side skirts first. Okay, so we've got the rear mud flaps right here. These are ginormous, especially compared to these ones that I initially got. Look at the size difference. A little bit of a difference. So these are for the wide body, which you will have to specify on the website. Now these are for the base model. I had initially bought this kit when it was still a narrow body before I did the wide body. So I've got side skirts and front lip for a narrow body, which I need to get up for sale, but it's just crazy looking at the size comparison. Wide body versus base model, narrow body. And we've got instructions, some 3M tape, and then here's the side skirts right here, which we'll dig them out in a minute, and a bunch of hardware, which we will be needing. Now that we've got the side skirts and the splash guards unboxed, I can go ahead and jack the car up. Then we need to take the rear tire off, get the stock bolts out of the way, and then I'll just show you guys from there. Real quick, I did want to warn you guys before you lift the car up, make sure, especially if this is your first time, do not lift it by the radiator support. That'll be a very bad day for you. This thing is not structural at all. Make sure you get all the way to the cradle right there, and then you can lift it up. But if you happen to have just bent it or have a bent radiator support, I have a video on replacing that. Now, I didn't do it. The previous owner, I'm assuming, hit a parking lot very aggressively because that thing was bent and shifted, so I ended up having to replace it. But I got you guys on a video if yours is bent as well. All right, now that we got the wheel and tire off, you're gonna wanna take this one stock bolt holding the inner fender well on, take it off. It's a 7mm. Now that we got the screw out, I wanted to show you guys real quick, there's these grooves right here. These are gonna line up perfectly with the fender and the rocker. So you're gonna line those up. Take the stock screw, go ahead and set it right here, and then we're gonna use this to hold it into place. Don't fully tighten the screw all the way in. You still want a little bit of play because we're gonna wanna move this around just enough once we get everything lined up. And then we can send it. I'm actually really impressed with how well it follows the rocker and into the fender. It's a very nice and smooth transition. So now I'm gonna show you guys what we need to do up front. Don't mind how dirty it is right now, but what we're gonna do is go ahead and remove this 7mm screw right here, the stock one. That way we can hang the side skirt from that and then line it up with the rear. Now that it's loosely mounted up front, we can go ahead and line it up back here. Again, don't tighten it all the way, just like we did with the mud flap, because you're gonna wanna be able to move it back and forth. So what I'm doing right now is just trying to make sure it lines up properly, make sure this is flush with the fender. You don't wanna drill and then find out that you didn't have it lined up properly, so I'm just eyeballing it and making sure that everything lines up properly. And you do wanna make sure that underneath here is flush with the rocker. You don't wanna mount it all the way out here and then have it not be able to mount to the rocker, because that gap would suck. Okay, I feel like I've got it mounted fairly well to the rocker right here, lined out well with the mud flap. Once you feel like you've got everything lined up properly, again, I am pinching it under here. There's a hole underneath where the side skirt is. I'm pinching it against the rocker panel to make sure, and lining up this side, still making sure everything's flush. Take your 1/8 drill bit and drill. Now that you got that hole drilled, go ahead and take the screw they provided, line it up with the splash guard and the side skirt, and screw it in. Now I'm not going to be using power on this. We'll be using the power drill on the actual rocker panel themselves, but right here I don't want to burn through any of the plastic or anything. All right, now that this screw is secure, we can go ahead, line up the hole back here and drill. Same thing, factory screw, mount them together. Now that we got the side skirt mounted to the mud flap, under here you guys can see the holes right there. We're gonna drill all of those holes out with the same bit. There's gonna be about 10 of them, and then we'll mount it with the hardware to the rocker panel. Okay, I got all the holes drilled all the way up until this point right here. I'm gonna go ahead and mount it that way, because it's kind of moving on me a little bit. I wanna make sure it's nice and flush and not all wonky. So if you're gonna be using power, don't just ram it all the way in, because if it strips it out, you're screwed. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and run it in about almost all the way to the end, and then finish it off with the screwdriver. Now that I've got it mounted all the way to this point, I can go ahead and drill out the last 3 holes, get them mounted, and then we can go ahead and finish mounting the rear mud flap. And now you can go ahead and fully tighten the factory 7mm bolt. Good to go, and now we'll go ahead and move on to the back. And now we can finish mounting the rear mud flap. Just go ahead and make sure the body line follows the fender properly on the outside on that lip that I was showing you. Take the same bit and just drill. Make sure it's going the right way. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and mount this part right here. That way I know they're properly lined up all the way. I don't want it to be moving because it's trying to kick out a little bit. I don't want it to kick out and me not notice and then drill it in the wrong spot. So I'm just gonna mount it up top right here real quick. And now we can drill some more. That's so sketchy, just drilling into the car. It's definitely worth it though, because these already look badass. And now we can fully tighten the factory bolt. Good to go. And bam, they are on. It looks great. I'm liking that. Don't forget to mount your wheels at 100 foot-pounds. I know I already lowered it. I jumped the gun. I just needed to see what it looked like. Once we get outside, we'll get a better look at it, but we need to go ahead and jump into adding the front lip now, which I'm extremely excited about because those look great. Also, real quick, let me know what you guys want to see below, because I've got 3 different installs that I really want to do on the Vette next. So either the big stage 3 cam install, and we'll be doing an electric water pump and a few other mods that I've got for it while we're already in there, or we'll do a coilover install, and then we've also got the big brakes. So what order do you guys want to see that in? We've got plenty of other mods for it, but I just want to know out of those top 3 what you guys want to see. So comment below and let me know. Got the front lip out and she is looking great. Came with 3M tape just like the side skirts, and then also install hardware right there. And right here you can see where it's actually channeled for the 3M tape, which is very nice. Now I'm sure you guys noticed that I didn't use the 3M tape on the side skirts, and I'm not going to be using it on the front lip yet, because I want to pull them off, and when we paint them I will put the 3M tape on there, then they'll be permanently mounted. Right now I just want to get them on and take a look at them, and then obviously we'll drive around with them on, but it won't be a permanent fit until I get them painted, and then we'll do the 3M tape and hardware. Okay, real quick, we have a bit of a dilemma. Don't mind the scratching at all. That's not a big deal. Knowing that I'm putting the front lip on there, it's a little concerning, but we're not going to worry about that. So this is in fact an aftermarket bumper. It's pre-drilled, which is nice. I don't know if they're going to line up perfectly. Once we get the lip on there, we'll know for sure. But as you guys can see, I do not have the hardware. Which if you guys already have a Grand Sport or a Z06, you will already have the hardware available. But thankfully, I happen to have one of these Harbor Freight kits that has the exact size that I need. Oh, focus. Right there. I know it's not in focus, I apologize. But I don't know the size of it, because I'm sure some of you guys are going to ask if you're in the same situation. It just says number 10. I don't know if that's the size. I'm just trying to help you out best I can. So I just know that it'll work with the hardware that came with the kit. So we're going to go ahead and slide those tabs in. There is going to be some drilling still required, which I will show you guys here shortly, but I'm going to get those tabs installed and then get the front lip on, and then we can kind of go from there. Okay, we've got all the hardware installed. I hope this angle is good. I am working on having someone come and hold the camera for me. That'll be in the future. For now, you guys gotta deal with this, but we're gonna get it done. I'm gonna start off with the center part of the front lip, and then we'll kind of go from there. Okay, I got that loosely-ish set. Let's loosen it up a little bit more. Center of the lip is mounted. We have it just loosely fitted so we can kind of move it around a little bit. Now I'm gonna check the rest of the holes. Bam. All right, all the factory locations have been filled, and now we've got a couple spots we need to drill. Okay, there's 4 spots you're gonna need to drill once the light catches up. Right there. And right here. And same for the other side. And she is all mounted and good to go. Now again, I only recommend using power to get the screw started and then finish it off with the Phillips. And bam, she is installed. Don't mind the lift kit. The car hasn't settled all the way. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Now she to finish cleaning up, we can get her outside and get a good look at her. I really do think they came out great. The side skirt's kind of in the shadow right here so you guys can't really see, but that front lip, that looks awesome. I am so glad I did that. I've been waiting so long to get these on. And then right here, that looks great. This is my favorite angle actually back here. You can really see it right there. It's gonna look even better once we get the coilovers and the big brakes on this thing. I cannot wait to do that. Like I said, comment below. But now I need to give her a bath because she's super dirty. I just want to get this finished up so I can get it out to you guys. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys learned something. Have a great night.